Good evening, and welcome to another night of Off the Line Racing. I am, of course, Ricky, your commentator for tonight, joining the once and phenomenal Lanky in the commentators booth. Adam has, in fact, joined and is now in his Alpine. Welcome in, Lanky. It's Kota tonight. How are we feeling? It's track we know very well. A lot of runoffs, so we're not expecting too many safety cars, which is all good. So, how do you see this one played out?
Plenty of overtaking, I think. Plenty of places to do it, and a few heavy braking corners to encourage it a bit more for the people more confident on brakes. So I think we'll see quite a few overtakes.
Yeah, so quite a few missing tonight. I don't know if you want to just check the stream to make sure that we're all coming through loud and clear as we. What we doing here? There we go. There we go. Right. Okay, so we should be coming through pretty clearly at the moment. Only thing to note is we are missing two drivers who are joining late. We are actually missing quite a few drivers tonight. I think we had 9 declines and, of course, 2 late dropouts. That said, we've still got a hell of a grid. Just the one penalty to reflect on from last week, and that is that this KFC bloke will serve his 5-place grid penalty drop tonight. So something to keep an eye on there. He'll be hoping for yeah, he's gonna want to qualify, isn't he? Like sort of top 5, and then no lower than 10th position.
Yeah. Yeah, because that will put him at last currently. I think we've got LR Luke maybe joining us late, but currently, yeah, it'll put him in last, so he doesn't want to be anywhere lower than 10th to begin with.
Yeah, so a little bit of news. Ashton, after re-signing up, he did set times that were very, very quick. So, of course, I was happy to promote him. He showed enough to get promoted. I know he's been practicing hard for this track, and I think his PB was a 31.9, which is a very, very quick time, to be fair. So, yeah, he's earned his spot. He's got the promotion. And someone else has just joined. Not really sure who was that was joining late. Was that Huff and Doback?
I'm
I
not
think it
sure. Yeah, it
was.
might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're all the names we originally had.
just make sure Luke Huff and Doback is in the right car. There we go then. Ashton, the first on the track. Heading down to turn 1. I'm not sure if he's doing no assist or line only for this track. He sort of... I think his intention on the game was no assist. And then sort of decided to say, fuck it, I can't be asked. Um, but he's definitely found some pace lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Whether he has gone to the no assist and that's the reason or not entirely sure. But yeah, he's definitely not too bad with these new regulations. He's settled into them quite quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be eager to see what Narvel can do. It's a complete reserve lineup in McLaren with Schoen and Narvel, both reserves. Apocati we know from season 6, of course, very, very quick driver on F125. These new regulations, it has mixed up the order though, hasn't it? Like the quick guys from 25, some have lost pace, and some of the slow guys are quicker. So, maybe Nobody Cares, who, although he had pace on F125, has really sort of propelled himself towards the back end of 25. He's now in Division 1 as Ashton comes around the penultimate corner for the first time in qualifying. A little bit of a snap there, 32.6. I don't think he'll be too happy with that as a banker. Let's go with Brian as he goes 32.2. PW Jones as well coming around the final corner. Someone who's struggling. Actually, 32.7. I think that's actually beat his PB. As Narvel's going around the penultimate corner now, he's gone off track. Oh my god, he's actually aborted. Catello coming through to the end, sector 2. Catello last week, he had decent race pace. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. He had decent race pace, but struggled in qualifying. He ended up getting a point in the end, but was right down there in qualifying. So what do you reckon? Can the Ferraris do anything today? Lanky as Richmond does, in fact, go P3 until Adam goes pole with a 32.0. A very good banker from Adam. Catello here at the minute, 34.2, well off the pace. Not in an ideal place.
No, it's one of them tracks that a small mistake can cost you a fair chunk of time, especially if you have it early, coming into the S section, or like you don't hit that right. You just bleed off tenths as you come through there.
Yeah, and like Brian's been practicing. Nicholas promoted from Division 2 last week. I was really impressed with his appearance in Division 2, and I said to him, "Look, you're gonna have to go Division 1 because you're just too quick for Division 2." That right there, to me, as a banker, absolutely solidifies that decision, and he is showing some real pace here, isn't he?
Yeah, to be P3 on your first lap in the division is not a bad place to start.
Yeah, Abukati 32.7, so he's with Jonesy. Let's go on board with Lawrence Patton as invalidated. This will be his first flying lap. Where is Huffendoe back? He's invalidated. Bosmos as well is just going to the end of Sector 1. He didn't have the best of races at Spa, and I think Williams did get 0 points. So they're going to want to make a little bit of amends. And with only 16 drivers, well, should be 17 once Luke joins. Yeah, they're going to want to make sure that last week was just a blip.
Yeah, opening week, still fresh in the game. It was a long track as well with the management of the battery being Spa, probably one of the hardest tracks. If you're not careful with it, you'll leave yourself. Well, you can leave yourself very short on that back straight. So yeah, this week, I've heard that the battery isn't as much of a problem to manage, so should be a little bit easier for a couple of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is definitely one of those love-hate tracks. To be fair, there should be quite a good few drivers who are used to this track. It was one of the sign-up tracks for the biggest online league and, of course, Premier Sim Gaming League. Yeah, so the likes of Adam, Brian, Nicholas, Swifty, Ashton, maybe. Certainly Lawrence. They all would have been doing this track a lot lately. And let's go on board with the Haas driver of the KFC bloke, who I know for a fact did set a 31.9 in practice the other day. He's got his teammate currently going down the back straight. So, in fact, let's go on board with Snowbody because the KFC bloke is only on the out lap. Snowbody cares. With his first flying lap around Kota, this is one of those tracks he wasn't too fond of. So, I'm not expecting Snowbody to maybe have the success that we've seen him have at Belgium. Of course, he picked up a P5, a result that he was both proud of and, of course, surprised by. So let's see what he can do on his first run. You'd imagine he'll be sort of around PW Jones on his first run. If he can keep it within the lines. You've got to get that banker lapping around you, haven't you? You've just got to settle down.
Yeah. Then you know you can just push that little bit more on your next time around.
Yeah, so it's a 32.9. It's not going to be his best lap, of course. Bossmas with a disappointing lap as well. Narvel, where are you? Turn 1. As Nicholas and Brian are both on their next flying lap. So it's pretty close between 2nd to 5th. There's a good 2/10 buffer to provisional pole position in Adam, so he'll be very happy with that. A 32.0 for a banker. That's pretty solid there from Adam. We're going to get Narvel's first lap on the board. McLaren's not doing too well at the minute. Of course, no Marius and no Ratty, both on vacation. It just so happens that they're on vacation at the same time. They're not. I don't think they're on holiday together, but I do think it's just by chance they're on holiday at the same time. Yeah. You know, those two definitely will be missed this week, but they'll be back next week. I think it's Monza next week, isn't it? So, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yes, because that one is hard. With
Yeah.
once you've deployed, it's hard to gain the battery back. So that one will be an interesting one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there we go now. Well, 33.2. So it's looking a bit sketchy at the moment for the old McLarens. On board with Huff and Doe back.
Oh. Nicholas just breaking Adam there with 32.052. So thousandth in it. 100th. One of them.
Yeah, maybe I'll have some dough back. Where are you? Coming through to the end of oh, no, actually, he's just past the sector 2 market. I don't think we're going to be seeing an amazing lap here. Possibly a high 32. Just get a feel for the track. The one thing you don't want to do here is leave it at a 2 or 1 shot. Oh, bit of a snap. Yeah, 32.8. He won't be too pleased with that. Nicholas goes pole. Sorry, you might have just said that, but I did miss it. As Adam is 3.5 tenths up going in to the final sector. So I think he may have got a slipstream off his teammate, Ashton the Brit, as Ashton did improve to a 32.5, currently P6, sorry. So that's a solid place for the the X Division 2 driver. It just shows you, doesn't it? Like when you play the game, you just find that pace. Adam quickest 31.7. Great lap. PW Jones improving again. Is PB 32.6 now. So the times for Jonesy, he was nervous. He thought he'd be doing a 32.9 or something like. So he's not doing too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, he's in the top half of the board at the moment.
Yeah, Apicati's going to box. Boss Moss is on a flying lap. I don't see real merit in this push lap from Boss Moss, if I'm perfectly honest. He's got 5 minutes left of qualifying. Unless he's going to get a mega slipstream from his teammate. Which, that's a pretty dreadful slipstream, if I'm honest. There was next to no slipstream there, so that didn't really work out for the Williams. 4 attempts. I don't think this is enough, Anki. I think this is an abort
He
lap.
did have a purple sector.
Yeah, but by the time he gets back around, it's going to be 3 minutes, and he's not even finished the line.
Yeah.
I think this is an
It's like we've
abort.
got to make this count or abort.
Yeah, I think this is an abort and go again.
Oh, he's going to stick it.
Okay, interesting. This is it, though. I mean, he's not going to get back around. 32-4. I have to question that, Lanky. What would you have done? Would you have...
I would have gone for the fresher tyres.
Yeah, I think... yeah,
At
I
the
mean,
end.
I think I would have as well, to be fair. Lawrence P2 with his only run. Who else we got? We got Shone, who did improve to a 32.5. Who else? Cutello. He's not improving. Is he on an outlap? I believe so. Double outlap, maybe. Or he's boxing this lap. If you're in the chat, let me know who you think is going to get pole position. Let me know if you can hear both me and Lanky, because nobody said anything.
I think they can. I had a little listen earlier.
The KFC bloke. For all his practice, he's yet to set a lap. I mean,
Lou saying Adam on pole.
Adam on pole. I don't know.
He's looking for it at the minute, but
he's looking
Nicholas
quick, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, if Nicholas can get an improvement anywhere near what Adams was, because he was the closest to him before Adams stuck that lap in, and then Lorenzo's now wedged himself in between them.
Yeah, exactly. And that was essentially a one-shot quali from Lorenzo Ashton, nearly 2 times up here. So a good first sector. He's got clean track ahead of himself. So no disturbances there. So it's all down to delivering the lap. It looks like he was a little bit squirmish coming out of turn 11. What has he done here? He's going to be boosting all the way to around 300 meters. And it's looking like a neat and tidy lap here. I'm not... Yeah, 2 times up still. So this is going to be a big improvement. It just needs a final good 4 corners. And this could be good enough for the second row here. He might be able to pit Brian Bremo. Carried good speed there through the penultimate corner. Oh, he's had a moment. Oh, it's P6. He's had a moment. And that must have cost him...
Identical to Richmond.
Yeah, that must have cost him a 10th, I reckon. Just, he completely had to get off the power just to save it a little bit. I know he's not going to be too happy with that, but it's still a solid enough quality. I think it's possible... where did he qualify in D2? I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure if he was third, or he might have been further down in Belgium. Third, fourth. I'd have to have a look. Let me have a look on that one. He was D2 at that point. Yeah, fourth. He qualified fourth in D2 for Belgium.
Yeah, PW Jones. What are you doing, lad? He's nearly a 10th up here. It's not going to be good enough to improve a position, but I think the fact that he's, within sort of 9 tenths, I think he'll be surprisingly pleased with it. Where did he do? 32.6. Apocati is not there. Who is coming across the line? Where is Nicholas? Nicholas nearly a 10th
matching.
up.
Yeah.
Lawrence Patton is not going to improve. Adam is coming to the penultimate corner now. I mean, to be fair, all 2 of his laps so far have been good. He's just invalidated though. Where is Nicholas? Is he going to improve? I don't think we're going to see a big enough improvement as Brian goes third with a 997. Oh, Nicholas second with a 932. Where is Richmond? 15 milliseconds down. There's a lot of traffic. Everyone on their flying laps. Huffington back with a 32.8. He'll be kicking himself with that one. Richmond, where can you put yourself? He's had a moment. He's not going to improve. Narvel as invalidated, and that is your qualifying over. The KFC bloke does have a 5-place grid penalty, so with qualifying last, essentially he will still serve his 5-place grid penalty as they would in real life. So yeah, I'm not really sure why he didn't qualify. Yeah, good. Close quality in the end. I mean, Adam was very, very consistent.
Yeah. And I think we had 3 in the 9s, 31.9.
If you can take a screenshot so you can reapply the grid. Yeah, Ashton, a good lap. It wasn't obviously, you know, he definitely lost time. I don't think you gained, you lost enough time to sort of get to P5, but you certainly lost time to get your P6. But equally so, a solid lap, nonetheless. So we are going to obviously retire, so the lobby settings can. I'm looking forward to this race. I have to say, I think there's a few people who might be a little bit surprised. Where did Snowbody qualify in the end?
Let me get a screenshot up. 10th.
10th. So he's right in there, isn't he?
Yeah, look, considering he, like I say, he wasn't too confident at the beginning. Like he was, well, not so much not too confident. He was a bit nervous on how he would do.
Yeah.
He's not doing too bad.
Yeah, especially with just moving to line only. Oh, I love the crash out. Bosh. As they say, bosh. What's Lauren's hurry up. Oh, there we go. We're going to go back to the intermission. We're going to play a little bit of music while the lobbies resets up. So to all the drivers, go and take a minute. If you need the toilet, obviously help yourself and get a drink, because we will be back in around 5 minutes for the action and lights out.
What does it say in the rules? Luke will start behind, won't he?
Luke will be last.
Yeah. Just trying to find it in the rules. The old Del Boy and Rodney.
We are back. Grid is all set up. So we are ready for lights out. And Blanky with the grid set up now. Let's have a top three. Let's have a podium prediction from you.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Adam's gonna get one because he's obviously up there on pole and he's looked strong through the whole of qualifying. Adam, Lorenz, and I don't know, between Nicholas and Brian, maybe. I think Brian might, if he plays his cards right, he might be able to if there's any battling going on ahead, he might be able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard. It's hard to not chuck Lawrence on there. We know his pace, so I'm gonna go Lawrence. I think first. I've got a feeling he's going to try a reverse strategy, so suboptimum strategy. I think he's going to go hard medium. It isn't a track where you see safety cars given the runoff, so it, if there's a lot of battling, it can work. So I'm going to go Lawrence. I think Swifty second, and I'm going to go Brian third.
Swifty. Yeah, he does come to race time. Swifty can have some decent pace on him, and he races quite well most of that. Like, well, near enough all the time I've seen him. So yeah, I think he could be a strong contender as well. To be fair.
Yeah, I just hope the likes of Catello and Huff and nobody can show the good race pace we know them to have. It's weird, isn't it? Because some people who have really good, strong race pace don't seem to have the quali pace, and then some others have good quali pace but not quite the race pace. So it's you know it's about finding that happy medium.
Yeah,
Now, which one would you rather have? Would you rather be a good quali and okay race pace, or good good race pace and an okay quali? It's. I mean, you can overtake on this game. It's not like F125.
yeah. For me, I've always been stronger in the race than qualifying. I've never really been a good one lap person. I make too many mistakes. Try pushing too hard, or
Pressure
with
gets
these
to you.
cars, I deploy wrong. Yeah, but
Skill
in a
issue.
race,
Skill issue. That's
in
all
a
the age
race,
that is,
it's
mate.
not too
That's all.
bad.
It comes to you, mate. It comes to you as you get older. So we've had the ready up from the tier coordinator. We are possibly only around 20 seconds away from getting started. I can't hear the countdown just yet. Adam saying he was 2 times down and then gained it all in the last two corners. So, potentially a 31.5 there he could have had. So just shows you the pace he has got in qualifying. Let's see what pace he's got in the race. Let's not forget that the race can't be won, turn one. It can be lost. As we're about to get going, Lanky. And we are good to go. 5 red lights are out. There we go. A little
Good
bit
stuff
of
from Lorenz.
yeah, Lawrence jumped Adam there. It looks like, oh, we got someone in the background. No, it's a clean start. We got a Ferrari of Catello fighting with a McLaren of Narvel, but it does look like a clean start from all 17 drivers. LR Luke already passed the KFC bloke. Lawrence jumping TF10. Adam, Brian and Bremo up into P3. Actually, no, I think he started there. LR Luke and Catello battling. We got Ferrari off coming through the chicane, and yeah, the KFC bloke having a look. Down the inside goes the Red Bull of Apicati. A little bit of contact between the KFC bloke and Catello, but it's as you were. Lawrence, Adam, Nicholas, Brian, Swifty, Richmond, Shone, Ashton, the Brit. I think has lost one position. Bosmos has a look at the McLaren. A pretty clean start then, Lanky, at coming into the final sector of lap 1.
Yeah, everybody getting away well. A couple of battles already beginning, especially in the midfield. As I was saying, that Ashton I think was side by side with not sure if it was PW.
To be fair, though, you don't mind this, do you? Like lap 1, just sort of settle down, get into the groove. It's not really about making 5 positions. It's about not making mistakes and just sort of staying in it. As PW Jones is looking at the rear of the Alpine of Ashton the Brit, as the Williams ahead of Bosmos has a small moment. Ashton looking at the inside, nothing doing just yet. It's all very tight. Catello down in 16th. The KFC bloke still 17th. LR Luke up to P13. What a start he's had.
Yes, they've all seemed to have settled down into the single file for the time being. Getting themselves in the zone now for the next 26 laps ahead.
Yep. There we go. So there is a few sort of 5 to 8/10 gaps, so there's obviously not going to be an overtake there. I think PW Jones right now is applying the pressure to Ashton the Brit. He's about the closest to the car in front. Shone, I think, has had a pretty decent start. He's got Richmond just ahead. Swifty still in P5. I can't get.
Luke had a look at Huff then coming out of sector 2.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Side
it's
by side.
side by side. Yeah, Huff and Dobak. Now these guys will know each other from years ago. As the KFC boat picks up the first penalty. Yeah, down in 17. I mean, he's still there, obviously, and this track is known for penalties. So, yeah, I expect quite a few people to get penalties. Let's go on board with Richmond. It's all single file. It's all very smart racing. We don't mind this. It's obviously, as a driver, you don't want anything crazy to happen. Right now, they're all behaving.
Adam seems like he's trying to get closer to Lorenz now. That gap's come down a little bit between those two.
Yeah, I think Lorenz is playing the team game here. I think he might have the pace to get away, but he wants to keep Brian close. So they might bring team strategy into this with a massive undercut, maybe lap 10 from the Audi. I don't be surprised as Adam now takes the lead from Lawrence. This is team tactics, I think, from the Audi. Obviously, they had a great start last week, 1st and 4th. Currently 2nd and 4th. LR Luke is looking at the back end of Huff and Dobak. Oh, down the inside goes Huff and Dobak as LR Luke now having a look. Oh, we got a spinner. It's the KFC bloke. And he's had a moment. And the gaps are starting slightly to increase as Swifty now on the back of Embremo. So apart from that spin from the KFC bloke, it's yeah, it's very tidy, isn't it? As Lawrence, I think, has just had a bit of a moment there coming off the turn 1 exit.
Yeah, and Brian's putting the pressure on Nicholas through the S's there. Goes a little bit wide, and now it's, as I was saying, he's now back off, but he was a 10th away as they went into the S section.
Yeah, but I think the pressure's coming from Swifty putting the pressure on Brian because they're all clinging to the back of Nicholas, who's he's had to use a little bit of juice. The gaps are still very, very tight. There isn't a 1 second gap yet, apart from the KFC bloke, as Lawrence Patton now on the back of the Alpine of TF10, Adam, doesn't go for the move. So this, again, this is pure strategy, I believe, from Team Audi, who are clearly looking at the constructors. Oh, I do love it when it's nice and tight like this. Is LR Luke making a move on Huff and Dobak. Huff and Dobak getting back through. They are squabbling here. And they don't want to fight too much because they will cause a gap. They will break a link in the chain. I don't think too many people are going to be too disappointed with this start, you know. It's very safe. Let's have a look at the position changes. Shown up 2. Lawrence up 1. Nicholas down 1. Ashton down 2. PW Jones up 1. Huff and Dobak up 3. Luke up 5. Great start to his race.
Lorenz went for a move on Adam into turn one then, but then I don't think he had the best of exits, and now he's lost out to Nicholas as well as they're coming in through, well, out of the S section. Now he's having a look down on the inside of Nicholas again, but that puts him on the outside
Yeah.
of the next corner, but he gets it done round the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, good racing from the pair of them, as we've got a squabble between a Swifty and I'm not really sure what's happened here, because is it shown? Either way, they've sorted it out. As shown, I think, is making a move. No, it's not. It's it's out racing. It's actually Richmond who's having a battle with Swifty here. Yeah, I mean, Richmond should have the inside. We got a ghosted. Has Adam lagged out?
I haven't seen his name pop up.
No, no.
He's on ghosted now.
No, he's on ghosted, but he's having a moment with his.
I think he's.
Yeah, he's
connection. Yeah.
No, it's not his connection. I think he's had a moment, and his tyres are not ideal. So he just needs to calm it down and just get those tyres under temp, because that's what I think's happened. He's had a moment. Let's have a look down here. As Ashton has a look on... is it Ashton? No, it's not. PW Jones on Ashton. It's all very tight. I'm not really sure where to look. But I've not really seen any cagey moves so far. Obviously, we can't catch everything, but... we know Jonesy's good on race pace.
Yeah, he shows his maturity when it comes to...
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. I thought Ashton was going to get taken out then, but they just about avoid it. But it's, Huff and Dobak is putting him under all sorts of pressure. He moves to the left. Can he get it done? He looks like Ashton's slightly boxed in. It's 3 wide. It's 3 wide. It's somehow... There's no real squabbles. It's just... I mean, it's... yeah, but... It all looks clean, and, you know, it's all fair, like...
Lovely battling with these guys from P10 down to P14.
Absolutely. Ashton has lost a few positions out. I don't know if maybe running low on battery or what, but I mean, the one thing he won't be moaning at is the fact that he hasn't been sort of spun, or he hasn't had a moment. It might just be a genuine lack of race pace, so that's something that he can work on at the moment, or maybe he has had a slight moment, we're not sure. But I mean, if LR Luke can get a move on, he can regain that trainer. Swifty's back up to P4. As it looks like LR Luke is actually struggling for traction coming out of turn 11.
Yesterday we started to see a couple of the guys on mediums start struggling around now, like the lap 8 mark. So I wonder if it's more on temperature than wear.
Yeah, maybe. It will be. It well could be. Apicati having a look down the inside. Slight contact, I think, with the V-cab of Huffendobak. Nothing doing, but this has allowed Luke to get back into it. And once again, we have a train. To be fair to KFC Bloke, he is catching up to these guys. He's now only 2.9 seconds as Ashton picks up his first penalty. He will not be the only one who picks up a penalty.
Yeah, Lorenz and Nicholas are having a right squabble at the moment. Oh, Nicholas, little lock up there into turn 1.
Yeah, but you've looked at it now, lap 8. It's now, as we go, as Catello manages to get past Ashton, it's now Audi 1-3, and Yeah, the Ferrari just struggling to keep up with the pack here, and he's going to have to really put a good sector in here.
Swifty's getting closer to that podium that you called.
Yeah, who was my podium? It was Lawrence, Swifty, and
Lawrence,
Brian, wasn't it?
Swifty, and Brian, yeah.
Yeah, so that's looking pretty good at the moment. We've got a yellow flag. That's a spinning Narval.
It's a McLaren.
Yeah, but look at the KFC block. He's now only 2 seconds down. What's going on here?
No damage from Marvel, so he can continue to his designated pit stop unless he wants to.
Yeah, they're all
Go for
battling
an
ahead.
earlier one.
This is going to allow Snowbody and Ashton to get back into the pack, you would imagine. Snowbody not enjoying this track at the moment. I wonder if we're going to see an early pit stop here from one or two of them. Richmond picks up a penalty. Just check if Ashton has any damage, because he has dropped back.
Yeah, he looks all good on the front.
Yeah,
wing.
just wonder if he's had a slight
attack.
moment. Obviously, we don't want anyone to get any damage. We want it to be purely on racing, but on race pace. But, you know, incidents happen, and, you know, even the pros cause incidents. Just look at the Hamilton-Russell thing, you know, where I have to say I did think that was a harsh 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
I thought
I
it was
don't know how that was, and Leclerc's wasn't.
Yeah, what they penalised him for is not being under control, right? Because he had a snap mid-corner, but then Leclerc...
But the snap was caused from Russell. When you look at the onboard in slow-mo, Russell's...
Huffendobach's had a spin.
Floor. Oh,
yeah, Huffendobach's had a spin.
He was doing all right up to there. Battling with the guys. Just got to lock his head in, not...
Oh, my word! Apicati, how have you stopped that? Genuine, how has he stopped that? I have no idea.
He's probably questioning it himself.
That was some move. I was for sure thinking he's going into the back of his car. At the front, it's Lawrence, Nicholas, Brian, Swifty, Richmond, and Shown. 5, 6 have both got a penalty. Williams doing pretty strong, actually, with, I think Jonesy's the first one to pit. Lap 9. The first Williams is in the box.
Yeah, I think Brian might not be too far away. He looked like he was struggling then. He went deep into the final corner and then had a snap coming out of it. So I think he's starting to struggle with the tyres.
Yeah, I think this is the lap where... I think this is the lap where you probably... Well, I'm not even going to... Do you know what? I'm not even going to call it, because I don't want people getting the hint. But, yeah, Ashton is by Nobody Cares. Catello now P11. Luke up to P10. Adam struggling, but he's in the pack. I think we're going to see a bit of a pile-up now in the garage.
Oh, we got a spinner.
It's Richmond and Schoen. Richmond and Schoen have had a moment.
Yeah,
Schoen.
McLaren go into the wall.
Yeah, he's had a moment. They've had a collision, haven't they? I hope not. There's a little bit of damage. Yeah, you can just see that the front two have just started going away now. Putting the pressure on.
If they're going to box, it would be worth maybe... They've got to try and work it out between them, because they're two Audis, because they're close to each other.
Yeah,
so
I think this
who's going to go first?
I think this is probably the lap I'd be looking at boxing. I'd imagine Lawrence is going to box now, because he's probably put in a bit of a push lap.
Yeah.
No, he's dived.
He's
faking it. And, yeah, so the second Williams boxes. So a little bit of strategy. There's a few more pits. Ashton in the pits as well. So he's going for a small undercut. Let's see how it plays out. I'm surprised Luke didn't pit there in P3 with Lawrence staying out.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he was thinking Lorenz was going himself.
Yeah, which this promotes Snowbody up to P8. He's got Richmond and Catello just ahead of him. To be fair, the KFC bloke showing really good grit and determination here. He's obviously got a pit, but he's right back there now, isn't he? He's sort of fighting with the points.
Yeah.
Apicati with the move of the race so far, I'd have to say, with that dive into turn 12. Yellow flag, we've got a
Was another
spinner.
spinner.
I think that's...
I think it was a Haas.
Is that Nobody Cares?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's got no left wing.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. So not his best race. However, still all to play for. We're not even halfway yet. But the pack is breaking up. Now the strategies are playing out. Yellow flag, we got a spinning shown. Yeah, he's had another nightmare. He's on cold odds, and he's had a nightmare few laps. And Luke and Apicati are both going at it. Penultimate corner. Yeah, and now Luke does pit, so this will definitely get him the undercut. But where would he come out in regards to it? He does get it stopped. This is interesting now. This is really interesting.
Okay, he's going to P4. I mean, he hasn't stopped yet, but
Yeah, there's a few penalties starting to come out as well, isn't there?
yeah.
Let's go to P8 as he's on the back of Boss. But to be fair, PW Jones had a really good undercut there. He boxed one lap before his teammate and has managed a 1.5 buffer. And in fact, they've undercut the driver who was in P3 in Luke. So a monstrous undercut. But Luke will come back at them. It's Luke v Luke for P9 and 10. Not much incidents as far as I can tell. Obviously, we've seen that Richmond and Schoen have obviously had a moment, but we missed it on stream. Nicholas is doing a fine job keeping up with Lawrence. I'm sure these two will box this lap now. In fact, one of them does. Series. So TF10 Adam. Yeah, he won't be too happy with his first stint, will he? From P1 to sort of P9 when he pit.
No, he was looking very strong for the most part of the qualifying, putting in the quickest laps. Had the quickest banker as well, didn't he? So
Nicholas in P7.
yeah, not the ideal one.
So yeah, so Lawrence is going to come out right in the middle of this traffic if he boxes this lap. You'd imagine. So PW Jones might be your net leader at the minute.
Yeah, he has stopped. Just the front 3-2 stop now, I think.
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I think you're right. Top 3. In fact, what tire... Yeah, Lawrence is on medium, so... Yeah, surely this lap is the lap. To be fair, Apicati, he's on the hard, isn't he? So he will take the net lead. Well, he'll take the lead, and not the net lead. And a little bit like Sean last night, isn't it? He's sort of just running his own race. Problem is, the leaders are only 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, if he can maintain the pace, obviously he'd be on the faster tyre for that final stint, but he's going to have some traffic to navigate through to get there.
Yeah, and the problem is as well, the leader of this pack, PW Jones, is possibly the slowest of the pack, so this is going to back them all up. And this might help Apicati, actually, with all this squabbling that we are going to see over the next 4 or 5 laps, because he will be boxing around lap 18, you would imagine. Lawrence down in P8, and with
Hey,
Luke...
Brian managed to undercut him.
Yeah, with Luke's penalty, though, I'd imagine it's a quick swapperoo.
Yeah.
You know, LR Luke, to be fair, had a great race last time, and he's having a great race this time. Where is Adam? Adam is right on the back of Boss Moss, who doesn't have any boost mode, so this might be a simple overtake. He goes defensive and then returns to the line, gives it 1 car's width. Clean enough. Nothing wrong with that. And this is part of the circuit, isn't it, where if you're a slower driver, you're gonna go ultra defensive, because this is where, you know, especially if you're someone like Bossmas, who's got his teammate ahead of him and could maybe help him out get a good result. So Ashton is battling with Catello. So that's for P12. Obviously, Ashton has a penalty, but he looks like he's back on the pace. Maybe just not enjoying the final few laps of the mediums. Nicholas is 2 tenths behind Adam. It's all getting very close. The longer they squabble, though, Lanky, Apicati, he'll be enjoying this.
Yeah, it opens it up for him. And PW as well, because he's potentially now to the end of the race. So
well, they're all going to be to the end of the race.
Yeah.
You know, Jonesy will keep it within the limits of the track as well. So those with penalties, you'd imagine, won't affect him. As yeah, Adam can't
just
quite get
depends
it.
how much pressure.
Yeah, there we go.
Moss puts him under.
Lawrence through on his teammate. So team tactics coming at you. It's not the end of the world as long as Luke can stick with him, as we got a little bit of side by side. Sorry, I'm trying to get onto the right car as Adam makes a move on Nicholas. So Adam now showing the pace that he's shown in qualifying. Oh, and there's the penalty. He went off track. That's his 3rd warning. That's his penalty. Not ideal for the Alpine. He will not be happy with that. That was such a easy mistake to avoid.
Lorenz also picked one up at the same time.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair with this game, if you do go off track, it is pretty consistent, I would say. You know, like it was a penalty. You are off track. It's not about time gained. It's a track extension. You know, that's essentially what the warning's for, a track extension. It's, you know, it doesn't matter if you gain time or lose time. If you're off track, you're off track, as Adam thinks about going defensive there on the Cadillac of Nicholas. Nicholas with a clean move there. A slight banging of wheels between Lawrence and Adam. I'm not too sure that really affected anything, but Adam coming back at the Audi driver. And Lawrence making a move on Nicholas. Oh! Nicholas coming back. Here comes Adam. They're all squabbling for position here, Lanky. And this is... Oh, a slight contact. Yeah, I mean, again, there is small contact, but if anything, it cost Adam more than what it cost Lawrence. So it's sort of play on, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
the
considering
three of them were really close.
Considering that Adam lost a position, I mean, and Lawrence didn't really lose anything. Yeah. But just, I don't know if you've seen it, but Nicholas picked up a penalty as well. So they're starting to come. In fact, only the Williams boys in the top 7 or 8 haven't got a penalty. I'm trying to keep an eye out on I mean, look at Bossmoss defending for his life. Jonesy just can't get away, and now they've got quicker drivers coming through. Bossmoss, I think Bossmoss is going to have to bolt it here because they're going to get eventually caught up by the likes of Adam, Luke, and they're just going to bolt past. We've got Narvel who's retired in the pit, so it's not a good day for McLaren. So Ratty and Marius, when they come back, Lanky won't be too pleased with that.
No, it's been definitely been unfortunate for them. Seen them, I think saw them both have a moment and end up in the wall. Coming in to sector 2.
Just going ball with Ashton as he's having a look at Catello. Down to turn 12. Catello goes back to the racing line, well within his right to do so. Ashton with a little switchback, nothing doing this time. But a nice little battle here between Catello, Ashton, and Huff. We've got a little bit of battling between Lawrence and Nicholas. And I think Nicholas, to be fair, was not given the room. It's be an interesting one there. Not sure, nothing will come of it. To be fair, I think it was just one of those corners where it's one of those where it's hard racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a difficult corner.
Yeah, exactly. They're both, that could be a case of they've both taken sort of the same speed and they both sort of drifted out wide. Through the understeer. Or the washout.
Yeah.
But
it is definitely probably one of the hardest corners to be side by side out on this track.
I tell you, I'd like to think they're having a lot of fun here.
It looks like it from our point of view.
Yeah, maybe not so much.
Especially Nicholas and Lorenz, they've been battling pretty much the whole race.
Yeah, not so much Snowbody. It's just not one of his. I mean, he did say in the VC it wasn't one of his stronger tracks, so it's probably one of those to just get out of the way. Yeah, just get out of the way and move on, basically. Oh, we've got a mistake from PW Jones. In fact, is this... I think this is tactics gone wrong. Oh, that was an ambitious move from Nicholas there. Oh,
just
Jones. Yeah.
Through, isn't he?
To be honest with you, I think a lot of that was on Jonesy himself. I have to say, normally a very astute racer.
Should have yielded.
Yeah, very astute racer normally, but that all looked a bit crazy, didn't it? With the letting through and yeah, it all looked very unplanned. But still in P7 and still without penalties. And obviously, P1 has got a pit. Bossmoss, no penalties, looking good for the win at the moment. P1, I have to say, has gone a hell of a stint on these hard tyres.
I think he's going to go soft.
I would not go soft on this track.
No, I wouldn't. They do burn quick, but if he's, depending on how his hards are, if he can take them another 2 laps or so and then 6 on the soft.
Having a look down here.
Maybe. Depends if he's got any fresh ones. Oh no, they will, because of the lobby reset. They'll definitely have fresh ones.
Yeah, they will have fresh ones, but
no, them hards aren't looking so great.
Nicholas, yeah, it just wasn't a smart move. It was absolutely not, like, it was so unnecessary. Yeah.
He's in. Apicati is in. That'll be for the medium.
Yeah, we're starting to see a few sort of sketchy moves now, aren't we? And Lawrence has absolutely bolted. And already he's got 1 second. Nobody cares. Has got a spin happening at the minute coming through sector 3. This might be all she writ for the Haas driver on this occasion. Lawrence has now got a 1.1 second gap. And with 8 laps to go, can he get the 3 seconds? You'd probably imagine so, as Luke picks up his second penalty.
Yeah, that's going to jump up to bite in.
Yeah, but I feel like,
if the others don't.
yeah, I just feel like the last two incidents that we've seen on stream with Jonesy and Nicholas were sort of obviously just looking at broadcast from a one-time view, but it looked like self-inflicted incidents.
Yeah,
And now you got Jonesy struggling against these drivers now. See, as I said before, Jonesy didn't quite have the pace of the guys behind, and now that he's lost track position, it's one by one now. They're all trying to get through. Adam on the Ferrari of Richmond. There we go, side by side through turn 13, 14, 15, and 16. I love this corner for side by side action.
yeah,
Because
through
you
that
follow it,
section.
yeah, you follow it all the way through, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it has calmed down quite a bit. And, yeah, I have to say, I've been thoroughly impressed with Nicholas today. I think to come from Division 2 to Division 1, and yeah, he's done a really good job, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's been fighting for the lead majority of the race, and being behind Boss Moss now is costing him a little bit, allowing Lorenz to break.
Yeah, it's not, Lawrence did go longer as well, didn't he, on the medium? So he's got the
Yeah,
freshest tyres of anyone on the hard tyres. Apicati, P10, no penalties, could definitely get a podium here. He's only, what, 8 seconds behind P2? In fact, let's have a look. 10 seconds. So, yeah, on these tyres, got a chance for sure.
yeah, he's on 2 lap old mediums anyway. Everybody now they're sort of getting up to the 10 lap mark on their hards.
Close battle here between Jonesy, Adam, Richmond, and Swifty. I mean, Jonesy's definitely with as Snobby's had a spin again. Definitely worth fighting with no penalties. He can sort of concrete that P6, which would be a good result, really. But doesn't look like either one of us are going to get the right podium today.
No, halfway through the race, yours was looking pretty promising, but yeah, that's all changed after these pit stops.
Yeah, it certainly has. Apicati coming up to the back of these four. I don't see how these four can keep Apicati behind, be honest, for another 6 laps. As Catello and Adam battling really, really hard here. Heading down towards turn 12. And it's the Ferrari driver who comes out top. Does go off track. Yeah, I was going to say we'll probably have to, as that's a speak up spin, we'll probably have to yield that position, which he did. This is all a bit bonkers because Apicati's coming now, isn't he?
Yeah, them tires are fired up now. Well and truly fired up. And with the advantage over the hards they have naturally, and never mind 10 lap old hards, you should make light work of them, I think.
Oh, Ferrari goes defensive. Around the outside goes the Red Bull. Does he get squeezed? He does a little bit, but the traction is just too great, and that will be the Red Bull through, you'd imagine. Yeah.
There's one. Oh no, the Ferrari's
Yeah,
keeping his nose in there.
yeah, he kept it in, but he just about backed out at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Yeah, a really silly.
Let's go racing, they say.
Yeah, really silly to keep your nose in there, I would say. But
No, he had another look and then he realised, like you say, at the right time that it wasn't going to happen.
in fact, Swifty and Catello are now battling. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's sorry, it's Richmond.
Swifty Richmond, yeah.
We got Spinner in sector.
Ashton.
Ashton with a spin.
Boss must have
Oh,
stuck with
oh!
Nicholas pretty well.
What's just happened here? I think Swifty. What's just happened to Swifty? He's just gone off track.
He had a moment.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. LR Luke with what is a fantastic driver again.
Yeah.
You have to say.
Last, the P5.
Yes, nobody's
as it
not having
stands.
fun here. He does not like this track.
He's new to the no traction, isn't he? So
He is. I mean, he's new to
Struggling.
line only, but he had really good pace in Belgium. To be fair, he had I think he said he invalidated a 44.1, which would have been really quite decent lap time. It's just one of those tracks. You know, I'm sure you've got tracks that you don't get on with. I don't get on with.
yeah.
More than plenty.
One of them that you love, I don't get on with, and that's Australia.
Yeah, I do love Australia, to be fair.
It's not that I don't like the track, I'm just terrible at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just flat, isn't it? But I just like the flow of it. I don't think it's a great circuit or anything. I just like the flow of it.
Apicassi now getting close to Jones, so and Jones is within the 3 seconds of LR Luke, so they could be looking at jumping a couple of positions, especially Apicassi with the faster tyre.
Yeah, Apicassi surely gonna breeze past the Williams. As we got a battle for P9 between Adam and Richmond. I think they both would have really enjoyed this battle. You know, they've been pretty much at it since Adam's been sort of gone from P1 to. Oh my days, a Swifty! Oh, Swifty! What has he done? We've got a full.
They hooked.
Yeah, they hooked.
That is a full safety. I see it coming out.
Well.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. They came
Well.
out of nowhere. They just hooked going into the S section.
Well. Yeah, they're going for a move and they've just hooked, and that's all she wrote. That's a safety car. Alas, the KFC bloke's got a drive through, which he won't be able to serve. So that will be a 20-second penalty at the end of the race. I tell you what, the Williams boys, they're both going to.
They are looking.
Yeah.
Very good now.
Yeah, they are. And Apicassi probably won't pit.
I imagine we're going to see everybody
well
for the soft.
It would be silly not to pit, I think, at this stage, but yeah.
Lorenz had that time gap on Nicholas, so
yeah, this is going to cost Lorenz the win, without a doubt.
Yeah, got the work to do.
They're all going to pit.
The safety car will go in at the end of this lap, won't it, for 2 racing laps?
No,
Or will it be the end of 27?
I think it'll be the end of 27. Brian's staying out. I don't know about this decision. Apicassi second.
Let's have a look at the penalties. So, Adam on 9, Ashton on 9, and Brian on 6. Everybody else with a 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I just think it's going to be hard for. I mean, I hope everyone catches up. Let's, just give everyone a fair whip of um, the prospect of getting points in that. But what an odd incident.
Yeah.
It just looked like one of them was going around the outside, and they've barely touched, but they've obviously touched enough to sort of push them towards the barrier, and they're both out.
Will be interesting to see if we find out from one of the drivers exactly what happened with that one.
Well, Swifty in the chat has put the blame on Richmond. Um, yeah, we'll see if it gets reported, I guess. But a safety car is in this lap. Wow, I did not expect it
I
in
thought
this
it
lap.
would be, yeah, 20 because
I
it's 2 racing laps.
Yeah, well, okay. Wow. And the
So
thing is, he's got away.
Snowbody and
Yeah,
Ashton are going
yeah.
to struggle to catch.
I think Ashton might be all right, to be fair, because
Yeah, he's a couple corners
just
behind,
remember
isn't
that you
he?
cannot go. It's got to be single file all the way to the cross start finish line. You cannot be side by side. Um, I just wonder if Ashton's under a delta because he seems to be going slow at this point.
I think he's just going to catch them as they get going. He's coming around that sweeping corner now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's just coming on the back of them now.
Yeah, there we go.
Loren's going for Apicati early.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he's well within his right, isn't he? And he's
Yeah, he
going to
got the
send it.
better exit. Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, job done from Abacati because
Yeah, he kept it all under control and in limits. Lorenz there, I mean, on the dive.
oh my days, Nicholas passed Abacati as well. So Nicholas trying to let's have a look at this battle for. I mean, let's hope they keep it sort of safe. We got a Williams of PW Jones battling with. We got debris from a. I don't even know. I don't even know what car that is.
Ryan?
It's all got a little bit messy here, hasn't it? It's
Brian is alright.
no, but like this is the problem when you've got old hard versus fresh soft.
Yeah,
You're gonna get this
he
sort
should have
of
boxed.
you're gonna get this sort of carnage, aren't you? Because you're breaking so early and they're breaking so much later. It's
All Apicati needs to do is stay within the 3 ahead of him. I mean, Luke up into P3 on track. As you were saying earlier, really good race from him.
yeah. Well, we're not gonna be doing post race celebrations because, believe it or not, I've come straight from work to do this, so I'm not even having tea. So
No, I haven't had no food yet.
but Apicati is now struggling. And he's now got Hub and Dobak. Hub and Dobak, who's been absolutely nowhere in this race, by the way, is now going for a move through the S section. I think I'm pretty sure Lawrence might have this wrapped up. As we look at Hub and Dobak, he's got a slow red ball in front of him. Surely this is it. We got Bossmas, who did in fact pick up a penalty. PW Jones, who, yeah, he's not quite doing enough. It's pretty much as you were going into turn 12. If you can get the full race classifications for the graphics, and we're gonna go on board with Lawrence because he's not had it all his own way all race, but with a late safety car, I think he's probably just about done enough. Nicholas is gonna come up with a tremendous debut, and yeah, I mean, does Huff get a podium? Yeah, Luke gets a podium. Unbelievable day. Unbelievable.
Last to P3.
Last to P3, but I mean, to be fair as well, Ashton, I mean, let's give him credit. He sort of dropped out of it, managed to stay in it, didn't give up, and got points. And this is why you don't give up. You know, you've got Swifty and Richmond both blaming each other for the incident, so that could that could be a racing incident for all we know. We didn't quite catch it on the stream, but that's it. That is round 2 at Kota. Congratulations to the podium.
Yeah, and LR Luke gets driver of the day, and I think he deserves that.
And I won't be doing any post-race interviews because I need some food. I've just come from a 12-hour shift. But there we go. Lawrence is your winner. Nicholas, Luke, PW Jones, Having Novak, Apicati, Boss, Moss, Catello, Ashton, the Brit picks up points. Adam with a point despite 12 seconds of penalties. Nobody cares is your last runner. Luke, DKFC, Richmond, Swifty, Narvel, and Shone. Congratulations to everybody. Yeah, that will be it. We will. Do you really want interviews? I've just worked 12 hours straight. I've not even had time for me food. No, I think we'll leave it for tonight. I don't usually stream, so yeah. Congratulations, everybody. We will be live next Tuesday at 8 p.m. at Monza for Division 2. Lanky, just before we go, just wrap that race and event up and lead us into next week.
Yeah. Well, as we were saying at I was saying at the start of the race, there was plenty of the overtaking that that track sort of encourages it with the layout. But a very strong race from the Cadillac boys. Nicholas was debut, and Luke, who started at the back of the pack originally. So
Yeah.
yeah, congratulations to all 3 of those on the podium, and then we're back for Monza. Is it
Yeah,
next week?
Monza, yeah, which is ERS death,
That will
but
be a very interesting one. Yeah, with this battery on
not
these
battery death, should I say.
regulations.
But yeah, that will
I
be
think
it.
that one could bring some decent racing too.
Absolutely. And of course, you'll be joined by Ashton, who is now Division 2 commentator. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. We will be uploading it to YouTube immediately. Thank you for joining. Cheers for all the drivers racing, and catch you on Tuesday. Ciao, ciao.